Wow, friends, this is shocking news. Top economists are now saying that a recession in the United States has officially been avoided. This is wonderful news for millions of Americans who were at risk of losing their jobs due to interest rate hikes. Many homeowners are also set to receive a bonus refund check from their state this winter. My dear friends, please do me a big favor and watch until the end of this video to hear about all of the details. Also, every Friday, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.
Chairman Powell, thank you for being here. Thank you to you and your team for helping to save the economy during the pandemic meltdown. For what it's worth, I'm generally supportive of the actions of the Fed right now, and I'm not going to ask you today to blame anybody. When Congress spends money, it stimulates the economy, does it not?
Well, it would depend on whether that's funded by tax increases or not. But so if there's a spending that's not accompanied by taxes, would have a net at the margin stimulative effect.
Well, and when Congress borrows money to spend even more, that stimulates the economy even more, does it not?
At the margin, yeah.
Okay. If Congress reduced the rate of growth in its spending and reduced the rate of growth in its debt accumulation, it would make your job easier in reducing inflation, would it not?
I don't think fiscal policy right now is a big factor driving inflation at this moment, but it's absolutely essential that we do slow the pace of growth, particularly for the areas of the budget.
All right, let's try to unpack this then. I'm not trying to trick you. You're raising interest rates. You're raising interest rates to slow the economy, are you not?
Yes, to cool the economy off.
And one of the ways you measure your success, other than fluctuation in gross domestic product, is the unemployment rate. Is it not?
Yes, one of the measures.
Okay. So in effect, I'm not being critical. When you're slowing the economy, you're trying to put people out of work. That's your job, is it not?
Not really. We're trying to restore price stability.
No, you're trying to raise
not wages.
You're trying to raise the unemployment rate. I know you don't like the phrase, so let me strike it. You're trying to raise the unemployment rate, are you not?
No, we're not trying to raise it. We're trying to realign supply and demand, which could happen through a bunch of channels, like, for example, just job openings.
All right, let me put it another way, okay? The economists did a wonderful study. They looked at 10 disinflationary periods in America going all the way back to the 1950s. Disinflation is what you're trying to do. It's a slowing in the rate of inflation. Am I right?
Yes.
In other words, prices don't go down, they just don't go up as fast. Deflation is when prices actually go down. You're trying to achieve disinflation, are you not?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Based on history, in the 10 times that we got inflation down, disinflation since the 1950s, in order to reduce inflation by 2%, unemployment had to go up 3.6%. Now, that's history, is it not?
I don't have the numbers in front of me, but yes, the standard has been that there have been recessions and downturns when the Fed has tried to reduce inflation.
Now, right now, the current inflation rate is 6.4%, and the current unemployment rate is 3.4%. Now, if history is right, I'm not asking you to again, blame anybody, but if history is right, unless you get some help, in order to get inflation down from 6.4% to, let's say, 4.4%, and the unemployment rate is going to have to rise to 7% based on history.
That's what the record would say.
Okay. And to get inflation down to 2.2% based on history, an immutable fact, unemployment would have to go to 10.6%. Would it not?
No, I wouldn't.
That's what the record shows. That's what the history shows.
Yeah, I don't think that kind of a number is at all.
For the past couple of years, many have been betting on a U.S. recession taking place sometime before the next presidential election. But according to CNN News, it's looking unlikely that America's economy will go into reverse anytime soon. Around this time last year, some of the most closely watched economists were all predicting a recession in the United States. But as the year went on, they revised their forecasts, instead penciling a mild recession. But like the Federal Reserve, many began ditching the prediction of a recession completely. The Fed spent the last 20 months doing everything in its power to slow America's economy down, to combat runaway inflation. This is with full awareness that it could cause millions of Americans to lose their jobs. It hiked its key interest rate 11 times over that span, and at a historic pace. The Fed had not raised rates so much and that quickly since 40 years ago. The Fed also sold off trillions of dollars of bonds and other debt it had bought up over the years, sapping demand for treasuries, which pushed yields higher. Consumer loans, mortgage rates, credit cards, and other lending rates tied to those yields had surged, devastating America's housing market, which is on pace for its worst year since 1993. Yet nearly 2 years into the Fed's campaign to slow America's economy, it may have done the impossible, which is to rein in inflation without plunging us into a recession. But overall, no one seems to be a fan of America's economy right now. As President Biden's ratings sink, the CNN News states that jobs are booming, consumers are still spending, and the situation could be a whole lot worse. America's economy grew at an annualized rate of 5.2% last quarter. It is a big achievement considering the stress the Fed put on it. So if the Fed avoids a recession, its remarkable goal would have been accomplished with a combination of luck and ingenuity. Fed Chair Jerome Powell admits he did not expect the economy to hold up this well against a backdrop of the historic rate hiking campaign. America's booming job market helped give the Fed cover to keep raising rates without sinking our economy. Although prices in many cases remain significantly higher than they were 2 years ago, the Fed brought inflation down to an annual rate of 3.1%. But that's still above its target rate of 2%. But the Fed predicts it will gradually get there by the year 2026. Thousands of property owners in Cook County, Illinois, will soon receive a financial boost this holiday season. Beginning this week, Cook County Treasurer Maria Pappas is sending more than $30.5 million in automatic refunds to approximately 9,000 property owners who overpaid their first installment taxes last year. This service is a huge convenience for homeowners who have overpaid their property taxes. Most will not have to file an application, fill out any forms, or deal with any paperwork. They will receive their money automatically. About half of the refunds will be deposited directly into property owners' accounts over the next 3 months. Most of these refunds will go to those who get tax exemptions. According to the Cook County's Treasurer's Office, the breakdown of automatic refunds shows that about 1,900 homeowners who paid their property taxes online will see a total of $13 million electronically deposited to their bank accounts. Approximately 4,000 homeowners who paid their taxes through a bank or mortgage escrow account will also be mailed refund checks totaling $8 million. Last year, officials refunded Cook County property owners $47 million. Well, my awesome and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for today. My dearest friends, thank you so very much for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, every Friday I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, all you need to do is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you comment on, friends, the greater your chances of winning these giveaways.